That's one of the reasons I brought you here now. To show me your legendary Uchiha power.
Very well then.
We go.
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to react to Naruto Shippuden episode 338. Now, in the last episode, looks like Itachi subdued Kabuto into a loop, endless loop of genjutsu, whatever this is. Izanami, that's what he called the jutsu, a counterpart of Izanagi. We saw that with Tobi and Itachi. When you sacrifice an eye, you can kind of get a renewed life. We saw it with Danzo as well. So does this mean that he said this is the secret jutsu of the Uchiha? Does this mean that, like we saw Tobi can use the Izanagi, does this mean that he can use this jutsu as well? Also Madara, like, you know, all the Uchiha, like what is happening here, you know? Can Sasuke potentially use this as well? Because we saw Tobi use the other one and their counterparts, so he must know this one as well. So listen, I'm not gonna prolong this intro that much because I am very interested to hear the explanation of this jutsu, because like I said in the ending of the last episode, I call BS. But hey, maybe they're gonna explain it in a way that it makes sense, because apparently Itachi is a god and he just has such an arsenal of jutsus that nobody can even hold a candle to him, you know? Because if we go back to the Sasuke versus Itachi, when you not like, we know so much about Itachi now that when you look back, he could have flattened Sasuke in 2 moves even if he was sick. So this is just changing the whole story and everything, like with Madara and Tobi and Itachi. It's just every single thing that happened was very different from their perspective, only we didn't know. So guys, before we start, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, ring that bell for notifications, guys. Follow me on Instagram, join my Discord server, and my Patreon page. Without further ado, man, let's jump right into this reaction. Let's go. Okay. He's got Kabuto by the head.
I'll keep him trapped, so that it's easier for me to cast my usual genjutsu on him.
So then, right now, Kabuto's caught in the loop you've created?
I'm sorry, look at Itachi's eye. The man just gained a Byakugan. Like, his eye's white. So I'm guessing this jutsu also sacrifices your visual prowess in one of your eyes, just like the Izanagi. Interesting.
And that's the Izanami? When did you cast it?
The very first time Kabuto stabbed me with that blade.
Yeah.
You said that it was a visual jutsu that worked even without vision. How can a visual jutsu work without eyesight?
Yeah, like...
Izanami is a visual jutsu that works with the physical senses of you and your opponent.
The physical senses of both?
What?
You find that Exhibit B is a more important moment. Then you record Exhibit C, and so on with Sharingan.
So
then you recreate those exact feelings. So you're using your powers to create a perfect copy of Exhibit A. We'll call this A prime, to create fluctuations within a fixed time. Thus, you can create an infinite loop.
Itachi, can I hire you to edit my episodes? Because you pretty much summarized an editor. Like, what the hell? You took screenshots of what you were doing and then you compiled it and composited, and now you put it in the endless loop, and that's how you created his mind fracture jutsu. Like, what the hell? He's like, yes, I have a jutsu that doesn't, like, it's a visual jutsu, but you don't need to see it. Like, you don't need eyes to do it. Like, what the hell? Like, this man just said, like, I have an answer to an impossible question. Like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna hire Itachi to edit my videos, man. This man can perform editing. Editing. He has editing skills with his Mangekyo Sharingan. Like, what?
One sight, of course.
Yeah, he sacrificed.
Izanagi. Not quite. There's an escape route built into the jutsu. He could feasibly disengage. You
what?
See, the Izanami was developed to admonish and salvage an Izanagi user. You can pick and choose the most desirable end result.
Yeah, just like a restart button in a video game. But okay, let's hear the explanation.
What I'm about to tell you is the story of the Uchiha's Izanagi and how the Izanami came to be.
Okay.
Izanami, and the story of its creation.
Sounds interesting. I'm gonna fast forward the opening because I don't want to get spoiled. And we're gonna continue the episode because I do want to hear this explanation, honestly. He's gonna tell us the full history of Izanagi and Izanami? Yeah, let's hear it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be critical, by the way, because I still call BS.
A long time ago, there was a great battle the Uchiha clan could not afford to lose. The Izanagi turned out to be an invaluable jutsu.
Damn, that's a lot of deaths.
What? Now you die.
Wait a minute, with one eye, you can sacrifice one eye and you can bring back multiple lives? Yeah, like you don't bring back people, you just create your own reality, like he said, best possible outcome. Okay, because I saw the Izanagi on Tobi and Danzo and I thought you can only... So you can pretty much rewrite reality with that one. Damn. You can rewrite reality with Izanagi, and with Izanami you can decide someone's fate? What the hell? These people are gods. Like, Jesus Christ, listen. I'm not hating on the Uchiha and I'm not hating on the eyes. I just call BS because, like, if they made the Byakugan that powerful, I would be like, okay, they're on par, I get it. It's but you can't just disregard the Byakugan and then just keep upgrading the Sharingan to the level where you just like, I'm standing here listening to this and I'm like, what? Like, they're pretty much gods, rewriting reality, like getting yourself back to life, holding, like, questioning and deciding someone else's fate. Like, what? Come on, guys, you can't tell me this isn't a bit.
As long as we Uchiha possess the Izanagi, it is impossible for us to lose.
Yeah, like, I'll say, I agree.
But when two or more used it, there was a scramble within the Uchiha clan to see who could get the best result.
What?
You know, you're not the only one who can use the Izanagi. It seems my path is clear. I'll just have to rewrite that result with my own Izanagi.
Okay.
You fool, you're all talk. I shall roll.
Bruh, he's just gonna use his, like... have you not been paying attention? He literally said he's gonna rewrite reality with his own Izanami, and you're like, you fool, and you're gonna let your guard down, he's gonna chop your head off, man.
Not just over the Uchiha, but the entire shinobi world. All thanks to my Izanagi.
Exactly. Yeah! What the hell?
I'll take your wish, and I'll make it mine.
But I don't get it. Why is this a problem? They only have two eyes, so you can use it twice, and you're done because you're blind. So, you know, I understand they're gonna be bickering, but it's just...
The Izanagi's ability to influence outcomes caused much intra-clan rivalry. The Izanami was ultimately created to control its power.
Okay.
If you intend to oppose me too, then I'm afraid that I have no choice.
Okay, she began creating screenshots, right?
You don't know yourself anymore. You don't know what your true strength really is.
Oh, be quiet!
Yeah, she's taking screenshots and making... Yeah, she's gonna make the reality in which she's gonna trap him in. But yeah, this is a correlating theme, just like with Kabuto. Like, you're lost, you don't know who you are, power corrupted you. So does this have something to do with the Izanami? And also, like, can you use Izanami and Izanagi with a basic Sharingan? Because they all have Mangekyo right now. And as I know it, like, not all Uchiha could, you know, have Mangekyo. Or am I wrong? So, explain that. Like, do you need Mangekyo Sharingan in order to use Izanagi Izanami? Or do you just need a basic Sharingan? Like, you just need to be Uchiha?
He really, okay. But yeah, he's already in the Izanami.
Then I'm prepared as well.
Yeah, she's lecturing him just like Itachi lectured Kabuto.
First-rate work sneaking up behind me like that. However, while I have the Izanagi, you won't be able to beat me.
You just used it. You're done. I mean, okay, I guess you could use it one more time with your other eye, but then you're blind. And then what? She still has two eyes, so she can use, like, you're done! the first one who uses Izanagi is done, basically, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me in the comments. But am I missing something here?
It's over for you.
So she created the Izanami?
Should have gone blind after activating
Yeah.
the Izanagi.
The Izanagi that you depend on so much will not protect you now.
Quiet!
Okay, so this jutsu was specifically designed
No, not yet. Not
to
yet.
stop Izanagi.
Reality is a product of chance that we call fate. We cannot predict
I'm
it.
sorry, when this boy speaks, it's just pure fire, man! What he just said, damn! Like, I should take notes, man, for sure! But, yeah, I still, this jutsu is too convenient for this sort of situation. Like, Kabuto covered all his bases, and still they found a way to just...
But Izanagi can twist around an inconvenient reality and lead it to a new fate.
Okay.
At a whim, the user can change the original reality into a
Yep.
new one.
I believed that the Izanagi was the ultimate visual jutsu. But this means the Izanami is a far superior one. Izanami forms a loop using physical sensations, even stopping Izanagi from warping reality.
There's an escape route that's built into the loop.
Okay, so Kabuto can escape? I mean, Kabuto wasn't using Izanagi, so how could you use Izanami on him? I guess you can use it on anybody. But he just said, if somebody overuses the Izanagi, they start... I don't know, man. This is too... let's just...
Originally, the Izanami was designed to keep the Uchiha humble and honorable. It's to stop you from taking the easy way out, from inconvenient outcomes.
So, okay. Itachi lectured Kabuto as well, and she's lecturing him, so I'm assuming this escape route, whatever that he's talking about is you having to believe your opponent, which you're never gonna do because you're in a life and death battle. So you need to take their hand and what? Submit, and then they're gonna take you out, and then what? You're a changed person? That's what I'm getting here.
I can never be forgiven for all the blood on my hands. I won't use Izanagi anymore.
So he submitted.
I'll accept reality and we'll move forward.
And that's the escape route, right? You need to forgive yourself, right? I mean, what if I forgive, like, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever you say, and you bring me out of that loop and I just stab you in the face. You know? Because, or can you sense if I'm not being, genuine? Because this is like, it's too convenient, man. And why would you... okay. I guess it makes sense. I'm loving that they're explaining it like through history, how it started, all that. That's dope.
Once one accepts the original outcome and stops trying to run from it, the loop will stop. That is why the Izanami is a forbidden jutsu. If Kabuto stops trying to transform himself, then he'll be able to bring the
That's
loop
what I'm saying.
to an
Like,
end.
The arrogance and recklessness displayed by those who misused the Izanagi, as well as the clashes between them and how they were stopped by the Izanami. I understand why Izanagi and Izanami became forbidden jutsu. Why? Why'd you even bother casting this jutsu on Kabuto? If he could still escape, then...
He reminds me of the old me. He thinks by getting everything, he can accomplish whatever he wants to. In his case, Kabuto is so deluded that he thinks all of these powers are his and his alone. I understand him too well. Both both of us were used by the shinobi world. He can't forgive himself or accept himself for what he truly is. It's clear that what he's doing is wrong, but he's not completely to blame for not realizing that.
He is not like you. No, you were perfect.
Damn,
Sasuke.
nobody's perfect, man.
You know, I was going to control you. I planned
Yeah.
to use the visual jutsu Koto Matsukami. I treated you as though you were a child. I thought you needed my protection. Sometimes two people who appear to be complete opposites are actually two sides of the same coin and can only succeed when they work together. Do not ever say that I was perfect. First off...
Okay, listen, that was a dope speech, I'm gonna be honest, but listen. Sasuke talks like, why do you use Izanami on Kabuto in order to, like, save him? If I got that right, he's talking like he doesn't deserve it. He's talking like he put him in this genjutsu, whatever it is, because he wanted, like, you put him in this jutsu because he's too OP, man. Like, I don't think you could have beat him that easily if he didn't pull this out of his behind, you know? So, and they're now acting like, oh, we could have taken, like, no, I don't think Kabuto really was OP. Like, he really covered all his bases, and Sasuke talks all tough, but Kabuto would have snatched him and ate him a long time ago if it wasn't for Itachi beside him protecting him. So the only problem for Kabuto here was Itachi. But even Itachi couldn't really, like, I mean, he probably could. He did still have Izanagi. I'm assuming he can use it. And, you know, but still, like, Kabuto was strong. He didn't use this jutsu just like, oh, yeah, he's so weak, I pity him, so I'm gonna save him. No, man, you use this because you didn't see any other outcome. You couldn't put it, he couldn't put him in a genjutsu. You weren't strong physically. Like, yeah, you could have used the Amaterasu, but still that boy can just shed his skin. I'm telling you, like, they're downplaying Kabuto right now. Kabuto is OP, man. This was the only way that you could have, you know, make him stop for a second in order for you to try and put him in a genjutsu like he said, and you know. So I kind of don't like that part, but everything else, what he said is true. Nobody's perfect. Don't call Itachi perfect. He made his share of mistakes. You know, he wanted to put you in Shisui's genjutsu to make you, to order you not to attack the Leaf Village, but protect it, you know? So he let you live and suffer your entire life because of his decision. You know, it's just, he's not perfect. Yeah, he tried to take it all on him. He failed. I mean, he didn't fail completely, but, you know. So yeah, I understand. And yeah, Kabuto did say, like, he's a perfect shinobi at lying. And yeah, and then Itachi said he's an even better shinobi at lying. He's a spy his entire life. So yeah, they are quite similar, like, you know, different sides of the same coin. So yeah, I get Itachi sympathizing with Kabuto and trying to actually save him, because this jutsu is apparently designed to save people that lost themselves along the way, like Kabuto did. And apparently, if he stops transforming, he can get out of this jutsu, which doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna turn good, which is what I don't understand. Like, he can just stop and be like, okay, but then I guess if you need to go against yourself, and if you lie, you still know that you're not truthful, so it might not work. I don't know. So I guess this jutsu, you really need to forgive yourself. I'm rambling at this point. I'm just saying, like, they didn't put him in this genjutsu because, or jutsu, I don't know, it's not a genjutsu, they said, but they didn't put him in this jutsu because Kabuto was so weak and he felt pity. No, that was your only move. Like, he's OP. You know, he is. That's all I'm saying. Don't downplay Kabuto.
If you want to exit this loop, you must re-examine your mistakes.
Shut up! I know he's going to use a fire style jutsu. Water style! Water dragon!
Water style! Water dragon missile!
He switched it up. He can't escape the loop until he genuinely wants to change himself, if I'm getting this right. So,
where have I ever made a mistake in all this?
I mean, you were...
All I ever wanted was for someone to be there for me. Someone to acknowledge me. Where is the mistake in wanting that?
You went about it the wrong way, my G.
First off, I I should have acknowledged and appreciated myself for the
Exactly.
person I was. If you lie to yourself, how can you have friends or be trustworthy? In the end, all these lies will keep you from seeing your true self.
I'd have won this war. I would have been sleeping
That's true.
by now.
That's true.
Damn
If
you,
it wasn't for
Itachi!
this jutsu, I don't see them stopping him, honestly. Like, do you see them stopping him? Like what? He has the Totsuka blade. Kabuto can easily dodge that. We saw that his senses are OP right now. Yes, he has Amaterasu. Like I said, he can shed his skin. He has multiple jutsus that can kill them both. But let's not forget, Kabuto could have just like dispersed the reanimation jutsu, and Itachi would have just went night-night. I assume, right? He can't stay in this realm if the caster just like he can disperse the jutsu and then get it back, only not reanimates Itachi. And like I said, he can take Sasuke. Sasuke is still a youngling compared to Itachi. So if it wasn't for this jutsu, which I still call BS, but they explained it well, so I'll accept it. He would have won this war. I mean, maybe not the war, but this battle for sure, you know? He really became strong, but I get what they're saying. Like he wasn't himself. Like the rest of his life, like this shinobi world again scarred him so much that he lived his life not by being himself, but by being somebody else. Because he was a spy, he was always somebody else, and he lost himself along the way, and now he needs to find himself. That young, courageous, good-hearted boy that sacrificed himself and went to Danzo to save his brethren from being, you know. So he needs to find that self, his true self. He went about it the wrong way. He just wanted to be accepted and loved, like all of us. Man, honestly, all of us need an Izanami because we all need to find our true selves and stop pretending to be somebody we're not, you know, because that's where all the depression comes from. But that's okay. It's a dope concept. I enjoy it. They explained it well. I just call it BS because they pulled it now, you know, like, oh yeah, there is another jutsu that conveniently just when we need it. Yeah, and they just put it in Itachi, and Itachi's already too OP. He has all the Uchiha, like, he even had Shiso, he's that man. Okay, but I do accept it, so, you know, let's continue. But Kabuto, he really became powerful, man.
I just wish we could wrap up this war so I could finally get a good night's sleep. They never tell us rearguard shinobi what's going on. If the war ends and the 5 great nations continue to be friendly allies, then maybe my little brother, who's been on a mission forever, can finally come back home.
Boy, I envy those who have a home to return to.
Please don't tell me this guy that just mentioned his little brother that's been on a mission forever isn't one of those guys from the orphanage and he's waiting on Kabuto? Bro, I just got chills, man. If that's the case, this is some dope writing. Do you remember? Because there were a lot of kids and they all loved Kabuto. Is that what's going on here?
You could come home with me. I mean, my home is just an orphanage.
Come on!
There's there, he can take a look at your wounds for you.
Come on! I love this.
Thank you.
This is good.
I really hope you'll come home this time.
Cheers, okay. So he really does have somebody who loves him, man. Kabuto. Hell yeah, okay, I approve of this. This was a dope ending to the episode. I'm assuming it's gonna end soon.
I'll stop the reanimation jutsu now.
How?
All the reanimated shinobi will be gone.
Including him!
And that should bring the war to an end.
Oh my god, we're gonna win?
Brother, you will go too.
But I will have protected my village. I am Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf once again.
Hell, man. That's right.
I have no more regrets.
You may be able to forgive the Leaf, but I can't!
Please solve this,
No
Itachi.
regrets. What about what you've made me become? What about that, huh?
That's true, man. He scarred this boy for life.
I will let you deal with Sasuke.
He's gonna leave that to
I tried to
Naruto.
do everything myself too, and I failed. I'm not the one who can change you, Sasuke.
Come on.
I'll fulfill my promise to Naruto at least.
He dropped the name, man.
Tell me the signs to stop the reanimation jutsu.
Tsukuyomi.
Ooh, he's putting him in again, jutsu.
I've kept my promise. I leave the rest up to you, Naruto.
Damn. Okay. Is that it? This episode was flimsy for me because of the Izanami, but that ending was amazing, man. The brother from the orphanage, man, remembering Kabuto all this time and just wishing he would return. So there is a place for Kabuto to return. And as Itachi was talking, yeah, looks like he's not gonna hurt Kabuto. He's gonna give him a second chance, and it's all on Kabuto. That's why he said that this jutsu can alter fate, because you decide. Ultimately, you decide whether you want to be good again or just stay in this endless loop, man. Okay, that was a dope ending, man. That was really well done. And as he said, I am Itachi Uchiha. I will put a stop to this war. And in doing so to himself, man. Okay, I'm gonna give you a clap for that one. That was, like I said, Itachi is a dope character, dope concept. Man, this boy did, the sacrifices this boy made for the shinobi world, and yet again, he's gonna put himself out of commission because he's a reanimation. You know, not many people would like if you return him to life, they're not gonna sacrifice, they're gonna milk the shiz out of that second chance. But no, Itachi came here, he doesn't care, he just wants to help again and, you know, go to and rest. And that's amazing, that's just amazing. But my point throughout this episode wasn't to hate on Itachi or his new jutsu or whatever. It was just to emphasize the fact that Kabuto really became so strong that this jutsu was the only way to stop him. Because, you know, he really, but yeah, he lost himself along the way, and they found him, like, Kabuto might pull through, man, you know, but damn, listen, man, if this works, and he, like, dismantles the reanimation jutsu, Madara's gonna leave as well. And if Madara leaves, like, this is one of the first promises that was made to Naruto and was kept. So if he disperses the reanimation jutsu, his promise was kept. And then Madara, you know, disappears, so the 5 Kage also promised Naruto that they're gonna deal with him, so that promise is also kept. And then the only thing that's left is for Naruto to defeat Tobi, and then the war is over. Okay, that was some beautiful writing right there. But like I said, I was expecting Itachi, because come on, it's Itachi, he's OP as hell, to defeat Kabuto as soon as he was, like, he arrived there. But then after they showed me how upgraded and ready Kabuto was, I was like, damn, you can't defeat this boy, you know? Like, if Kabuto really wanted to, he could have pulled Madara from you know, over there and brought him here and have him dispose of both of these guys, you know? Quickly, if I may add. But he didn't do that, so there were a lot of ways that this could have gone, but it didn't. So that was my only kinda, you know? But yeah, that was a dope ending, and yeah, they explained it well, like the Izanami and the counterpart to Izanagi, and how they needed to create their jutsu because people, you know, along the way of gaining power, you lose yourself, man, and that is true. And this jutsu was needed, but the fact that he used it on Kabuto, and Kabuto isn't an Uchiha, but yeah, there's an exit, and you just need to find yourself. It was well explained, so I'll accept it. But like I said, it was just convenient. That's my only complaint. Everything else is dope as always, guys. They even made me tear up in the end. But yeah, looks like we're winning the war, and the only reason we're doing it is because reanimated Itachi, and actually Kabuto, because Kabuto stopped himself at this point because he reanimated Itachi. So that's kind of, you know, ironic. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. I enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you in the next one, man.